Hey guys, it's Whitney here. I know, it's been some time, but it's cool. I'm back, and I'm better. Yeah, no? Okay, sorry, I tried. So today's video is gonna be a chit chat, get ready with me. Just I guess I have like, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what kind of look I'm doing though, so y'all, if it looks a mess, I apologize. I just random. Okay, I'm done talking. Let's get into it. All right. So I kind of wanted to get into talking about confidence and self-esteem a little bit. I've definitely been reflecting on how my life has been, how I've been reacting towards my life lately, from today and from this time last year. And it's crazy how much you can change in a year. Like, you don't really like realize it till you're like sitting down and like thinking about like hey, like I'm not the same person as I was last year. Like what happened? And most of the time, well, I'd hope most of the time, it is a change for the positive. It's a good thing to change and not something that you've like gone downhill type of changes, you know? But for me personally, one thing I've noticed about myself is that I'm a lot more confident. I'm not as insecure as I was before, which is great, amazing, because I've dealt with, insecurity and self-hatred issues for years now. So being able to just be like, hey, like this isn't me anymore is great, because I wouldn't wish self-hatred on anybody. It's not fun at all. It will never be fun. The feeling of just waking up every morning and realizing, like, not even realizing, but like you just put in your head like, I'm not beautiful, I'm not worth anything, blah blah blah. And then the people you surround yourself with that don't help it. And I'm not saying like friends and family are supposed to like be the ones to change it, because it's not their responsibility, it's your responsibility. But the people you surround yourself with can really make a big factor into how you change as a person. If you're not around supportive people, how do you expect, to at least have a slight bit of change, to have a slight bit of like an understanding? Oh my gosh, this elevator tried up. Weird. An understanding of who you are, having people root for you. Like some people will like be like, oh, you don't need people. I say people so much. Oh my gosh. You don't need anyone to help you because it's your journey, and that's understandable. But loneliness isn't gonna help anything either. Like, you have to have good people on your team for you to succeed as well, low key, And I think that's something that I'm learning as well. Like, you can't always have negativity. You can't have gossip and like talking about other people when you're sitting here feeling the same way. Like, you feel like nothing. And the only difference between the people you're talking about and yourself is that you're hiding it, and their stuff is out there. But either way, it doesn't make it okay at all. I need to clean my brushes. Being around people like it's so, I don't like when others are just like, oh, I don't gossip, blah blah blah. Like, everyone has gossiped some way or another, but it's up to you to stop. Like, there's no, like, I try very, very hard not to talk about other people. I try to mind my business as much as possible, because honestly, I have nothing to say that will, make my life feel like or seem better than that person that I'm talking about. Like, I'm not here to like I'm not going on Facebook trying to figure out people who I don't care about what they're doing and how I'm doing better than them. Like, I don't care. I genuinely don't care. And, you know, especially when you're friends with people like that, it's just really hard to, like, it's like I tune people out when they're gossiping. I really do. I'm just like, oh, okay, like, I don't care. I really don't care, yo. But, you know, it happens. But back on track, what I was talking about. Oh, crap. Hold on. Never mind, I'm tripping. Anyways, back to, like, my confidence. It's definitely something that has taken me so long, and I think not being in a relationship anymore has definitely, like, sped up my, I guess, healing process for it. And I'm not saying, like, I wasn't, like, working on myself while I was in a relationship. But it was a lot better when I ended up being single, because it's not like I'm, like, fully 100% worried about myself, you know? Like, in a relationship, I was, no, I guess 50-50, I guess. Because I'm sitting here worried about my partner's issues or whatever, and I have my own, and it's just like, blah, you know? And then sometimes what your partner is doing is low-key, like, hindering your growth, because they're doing things that are, like, triggering you, and that's not okay. Like, you should never be, like, if you're aware of what irritates your partner, why do you continue to do that stuff? Like, why are you triggering them, you know? Like, relationships, I feel like a lot of people don't take them seriously at all. Like, if you genuinely care about someone, you're here to help them. You're here for the long run. And you got to understand, like, certain things. It's not even like, oh, you just insecure. Maybe they are insecure, but why are you still feeding into that? Why do you keep doing things that upset them and then blaming them? That's manipulative. That's not okay at all. Like, yeah, you knew they were insecure when you were with them. So why do you do things that upset them? Like, I genuinely, I will never understand that at all. Oh, damn, my arms look hella muscular. Anyway, I feel like empathy is something that so many people lack, yo. So many people lack empathy. Like, if you genuinely cared about people, you wouldn't do things to hurt them. And if you did hurt them, you have to be apologetic. You have to be, you know, ensuring that you don't try and do that again. And if it's something that you are having problems with, then you need to admit that to yourself. You have to acknowledge that, hey, this is something I have a problem with within myself and I need help, or what, like, seek help. You know what I mean? Because if y'all are just sitting here ruining relationships because you don't want to acknowledge certain things that are wrong with you, or acknowledge that some of the things you're doing is triggering and detrimental to your partner and to yourself possibly, because you're not understanding that this is a partnership. Like, certain things you did when you're single you can't do anymore, especially if your partner doesn't want you to do it. You know what I mean? But that's like the one thing I don't get. Like, why do things that make your partner upset? Just be single. If you want to do what you want to do and your partner's mad, be single. Point blank. But back to confidence. Like, I don't know, man. I've come such a long way. I really have. Like, I can literally wake up and just be like, damn, like, with some crust in my eyes. Everything, like, damn, like, I'm beautiful. I am worthy. I am great. Like, positive words of affirmation to yourself is so key. It's so key. And then you will be surprised with, like, the opportunities that you'll be given when you're confident, because you just want to do things. You know, you're not thinking about fear. You're not thinking about risk. You're just doing it because regardless of the outcome, you'll be okay. And that's the type of stuff I'm trying to be on all the time. I want to be confident all the time. Like, yeah, I'm more confident than I was last year, but I still have a long ways to go because I can relapse. And, you know, be back into like depressing moods of feeling like, oh, I'm not pretty, or I feel ugly, I look fat, blah 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 blah. Like, stuff like that. It happens. It happens where you can have a couple days or a few weeks of feeling like that, but doesn't mean you're not a confident person. You're just human. But excuse me. Yeah. I really don't know what makeup look I am doing. This is kind of crazy. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, self-esteem, having a high self-esteem is so important. I feel like a lot of us women struggle with this so much, and we end up like in friendships or relationships that like are not understanding, like, hey, like, this is how I feel, and I need you to respect it while I try to figure myself out. Like, communication is so key, and I feel like that's something I've been working on a lot too. Like, just telling it like it is, like, not sugarcoating, not being passive aggressive, just straight up saying what needs to be said. That's something I'm working on right now, especially now that like I'm confident. Summertime, I'm glowing, you know what I mean? Like, that energy will attract other energies, and I'm not interested at all, period. I'm not interested. And I'm quoting on men just being very persistent when no one asked them to be persistent. That's another thing too, persistence. Like, you will see men complain about, oh, I do this and that, and I'm not appreciated. First of all, ask yourself the question, did someone ask you to do that? Did that specific person ask for you to be persistent towards them? Think about that, because you guys be coming up with some hilarious justifications of why you do certain things, and I don't understand. I will genuinely not understand it. At all. At all. Like, if you don't even know the girl and or boy, and you're just like, hey, like, they give you their number, whatever, cool. And you just keep bugging them and like triple texting, not triple texting and like you're not finishing your paragraph, but like triple texting as in like they didn't respond, and yet you keep going, like, no one asked you to do that. That right there, though they didn't like verbally say I'm not interested or I'm busy, if they're not replying and you see them on social media tweeting, posting pics, whatever, that's a sign right there that you need to let it go. Like, people be persistent with the wrong people. That's the issue. Like, don't say like, oh, hey, like, blah blah blah. Not everyone wants to be vocal, but then again, no one's obligated to have to reply to everything either. That's another thing. No one has any obligation to have to reply back to stuff. No one. Like, don't sit here and act like if I text you, you need to text back. No, sir, that's not how the rules work. I don't have to text anyone back. And especially, I be forgetting anyway. A lot of us be forgetting. But it's obvious when someone hasn't forgot. If it's been like 5 days and they haven't texted you back, that's a sign. Don't ignore the signs, because ignoring the sign is a sign. Right? Did I say that right? Not getting a sign is a sign. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah. Just gotta like understand, like, and don't like, and I feel like that blocking your blessings crap, I hate that line. Like, blocking your blessings has nothing to do with relationships. Don't say that in like in the same sentence as, oh, you're blocking your blessings if you don't give me a chance. Like, if it was truly a blessing, it would be in my life. That's one. Everyone has their insecurities, but I feel like when men are insecure, it's like a whole different type of insecurity. Cause I feel like, I don't know, they don't realize it, or they just don't care to fix their inner issue. blocking your blessings in regard to not being interested in someone is like so crazy to me. Like, like I don't know why anyone would like, oh, you're not interested in you blocking your blessings. Okay, sir, you got it. You got it. But yeah, I don't know. That line just irritates me completely. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how we just got on that topic. It was just something that popped up in my head and it was just irritating me because it's been happening quite often. Like, no one, mm, mm. That'll be another video for another day. But anyways, back to confidence, self-esteem. But yeah, I don't know. Self-hatred is just detrimental. Like, if you feel like that, I feel like you shouldn't be in a relationship unless your partner is the person that's helping you to be a better woman or to be a better man. Because if they're not being helpful, then you gotta drop them, to be honest. You gotta drop them. As painful as it may be, like, oh, they're so good to me. But are they really good to you? Are they truly trying to help you? Or they're good sometimes, and then other times they're just, it's just like, it all depends. It really all depends. And that's why we all just got to communicate with each other and figure out, what needs to be said, what needs to be done. Hey, like, I don't like you commenting under this girl's picture. Can you stop? And explain why. Don't just say that because they're automatically going to assume like you're just tripping. You know what I mean? Just be like, my ex, someone I was with before, it's very triggering. I'm not trying to be like the jealous or whatever girlfriend, but I just want to let you know, And I'm clearly saying this to myself too. Like I said, I have communication. I don't want to say communication issues, but like, I don't speak up when I need to. Like, I always speak up after like the third strike, and then it's like, bam, like everything is all out and I'm pissed. Actually, let me do shadow first. But yeah, like I end up being like super pissed. And that's just not okay at all. Oh, I thought I was doing this. Just gotta talk about things. It's okay to talk about things. If they don't respect your what you gotta say, or they don't understand, then just drop them. There's so many other people out there that will listen to what you gotta say, respect what you have to say, and make sure that you're straight. Because a lot of people will come into relationships and not understand that you have a whole nother person you have to respect. It's not just you. It's not always about you. It's about the other person too. And that's, I feel, where a lot of people make mistakes at. So, but anyway, let's get off the topic of relationships. And let me see, I have my notes, so I'm looking down. Because I sometimes will get off track like I did a few times earlier. But let's see. Reflections. I guess we can talk about school. Well, I'm in college, for those that don't know. I'm a senior, so I graduate this December. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to all us December graduates. Our time is coming. I'm so hype. Though I don't know what I'm doing with my life, I am still gonna be hype. Because school is just a mess. Like, I don't want to say school isn't for me, because I'm happy I went to school, because I owe it to myself to have gone to college, to be honest with you. But will I go get my master's? I most likely won't, unless I'm, one, not taking out loans and someone is paying, like a job is paying for me to go to school, and two, when I finish paying off my undergraduate loans, because that's number one for sure. Like, I refuse to move out my parents' house until I'm done with my loans getting paid off. And my goal is to have my loans paid off in 5 years. 5 years tops. So I have no issues staying in my parents' house. I don't have to pay rent. I don't have to, well, they're gonna make me pay something, but I don't have to pay big bills, you know? So I have that extra money to put in my savings. I have that extra money to put towards my loans, because my loans are my bills. My loans are my bills. And I refuse. Like, I remember I had a teacher in high school. My voice is getting raspy. And he was at least maybe like in his early 40s, mid 40s. And he was still paying his student loans just to be a teacher. An English teacher. Like, no. I refuse. I refuse to be doing 20 years of having to pay loans. I would choose the 10-year mark and then cut that joint in half. I refuse. So if I'm going to be clowned for living in my parents' house till I'm 28, by all means clown me, because that's the smartest move to make. That is the smartest move to make. I'd be damned. I'd be damned. But anywho, but yeah, like, I feel like not everyone, a lot of people just like to rush. I was at that point too where I just wanted to rush into things. Like, I can't wait to move into my own apartment, have my own car, blah, 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 blah. No. I'm going to stay my black ass home until, I'm turning 23. 5 years, I'll be 28. 28. Because the way, I'm not going to say what field I want to be in yet, but I am a major, with a management minor, concentration in PR. So I will be maybe in that field of work, maybe not, who knows. But in 5 years' time, that will be enough experience for me to start making 6 figures. Now, 5 years, I want my loans to be paid off. God willing, let's all pray that we can all split our loans in half the time that we're supposed to, because that would be the better choice rather than to expand it for that whole 10 years. We can make a video on that later. But, yeah, like, I just cannot be here, like, moving out. Like, if I was to get a job across country, I would deny it. I would be like, I'm sorry, no. And only because I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I really don't. It's not worth it at all. It's not worth it. Like, no. Sorry. Now, if they paid a good amount, which they probably won't, but because I'm not in a field where I can make 6 figures right out of high school. I mean, out of college. So it's not going to be enough to where I will be straight. It's not. And so that means I need to stay my ass home and save up money. Because then, one, I would have to save up at least 6 months worth of rent for whatever location I move to. And then on top of that, I need to, have some savings for my whatever, like emergency funds, whatever. And then on top of that, I have to take out money again for my student loans. And then maybe I have a car, so I'd have a car note. And then bam, and then you have all these other stuff, insurance, phone, blah, and it all adds up. And then you're gonna be sitting with only $100 left to your name to touch? Hell no. I will gladly stay my ass home and just save up. Have money saved up, have money to put towards my loans, and to have money for me to touch. That's the goal. That's truly the goal. And I hate how I used to let, social media and stuff make me question, like, am I going into like the right field? Am I going into, am I doing life right? Am I supposed to have it all together by 25? Because that's what I thought. I thought I was going to be married by 25, 26, have kids like 28, 29. I'm single. I turned 23 in August. I don't, I have hella thousands of hundreds, I said hundreds, Lord, it's not hundreds, tens of thousands of dollars of student loan debt. Honey, this is God. This is God telling me to stop comparing myself to other people and understand that it's okay to not have it all. It's okay. But it's like, it's okay, but what happens when I'm 30? Like, I don't want to be doing shit when I'm 30. Like, I want to do shit now so I can relax in my 30s. That's how I see things, but clearly I need to stop seeing things like that. I just gotta stop seeing things like that. But I don't know, it's just so confusing. Life is confusing, you know? Like, I will be applying for, like, entry-level jobs around, like, September, October, like, late September, October, November. Actually, November is a little too late. I would need to do October. October is actually the better time. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just scary. Like, life really is scary. But it's also fun. It's also great that it's scary. Because you never know what's next. And it's like, at the same time, you have control of what's next, too. But I'm excited, though. I'm excited for new opportunities. I'm really excited to make new memories, meet new people. I have to put myself out there. I have that as a problem too. I don't put myself out there enough because I'm really like shy and introverted, and it's those two together is no. I hate being shy. I hate being an introvert. I'm not as shy as I used to be, but it's still like that 15% of me being shy, and the rest of it is like just introverted as fuck. I don't know. I gotta get it together, honey, because I can't keep living life like that. It's not okay. It's really not. I have to literally force myself to get out my comfort zone, which is a good thing. It's good to force yourself out your comfort zone. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to make shit happen is by doing that. But I don't know, yo. Life is just overwhelming. It's just so overwhelming. I don't know. What y'all think? So if y'all got some advice, you better throw it down in the comment section, because I don't know. Like, I have, like, during spring semester, I had an internship. I had 2 jobs. I had one entry-level job that I still have. The other one I quit. I'll have to make a story time about that one. But yeah, and my entry-level job is a marketing job. That's why I'm like, marketing is cool, but do I see myself doing that forever? No. And that's why I'm like, in YouTube, like, the stuff I do at my marketing job is based like content creation and like all that stuff basically is what I do on YouTube. So it's like, if I can turn YouTube into like a second career, that would be amazing. That was in my initial thing to do, and then I can go pursue what I want to pursue as my like main job, my full-time job, and then YouTube would be part-time. I don't know. It's all under God's hands at the end of the day as well, of what's gonna happen. Because I keep trying to like plan my life out, and God is like, no, you are not doing that. You are gonna do this, and that's how you're gonna get to that point in your life. Like, I will literally plan like 10 years ahead of my life, but not be worried and concerned about what's happening right now. That's the type of person I am. That I'm trying to change and just start going with the flow. Having expectations for certain things is a no sometimes, because not everything's gonna go your way. That's just not how life works. And I'm come to the realization of that completely. hate makeup. I don't know why I didn't do eyeshadow first. I feel like because I'm so messy with eyeshadow, I should just end up doing it first. Whatever, it's too late now. I don't know for next time. But you know, just having expectations, because most of the time they're just gonna be a fail. And you know, I personally don't like to fail, but then I realize failing is a good thing because you know what you did wrong. So when you try to go after that act again, you won't make that same mistake. Like, life is about failing. It really is. Like, you have to take L's to win. That's like, no one's just straight up winning. Nobody. They may make it seem like that, but nobody is straight up winning anything. Like, you gotta take some L's, if not a lot of L's, to get to what you need to be at. I don't know what color I should do. I don't know, yo. I suck at eyeshadow. I really do. I be trying though. I really tried. But I don't know if I have hooded eyes or not. Hold on. I'm gonna zoom in a little. I'm not zoom in, I'm gonna just move forward. Like, would you consider my eyes hooded? I think they're hooded. I think, but like, my eyebrows are so close to my eyes, so like when I do eyeshadow like up here, I just feel like it looks weird. I don't know. I don't know. That's why sometimes I just don't like watching other people do eyeshadows and stuff, because it's like everyone's face is different. So it's like what may look good on that person may not look good on you. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being critical. But yeah, back to school life. I don't know. Like, school is cool though, I guess. You know. It's just crazy that, you know, what it used to like kill me when people like who just get like social media famous or like doing better than you. And honestly, I used to get really irritated by it, because I'm like, we're all sitting here struggling like in school, you know, working like 40 hours, blah blah, and then these people just sit here and doing kakamini things, and then they're fame. Like, sis, what? Sis, no. Like, God, what are you doing? But honestly, that was their journey. That was what they needed to do to get to where they need to be. That's not my life. That's another thing. What may be going on in someone else's life is not supposed to happen to you. I'm not supposed to win the lottery. I've come to realize that. But, I mean, miracles do happen, I guess. But still, like, you shouldn't be upset or mad that, you know, the way someone is living isn't the way you're living your life. Because everyone has a different purpose. Everyone has a different journey. And though, like, I'm still trying to, like, figure out what my purpose is in life, you know, it's still a part of life. You gotta just watch people do better than you, and that's okay. You know, there's always going to be someone doing better than you, but also they're not you as well. You have to know your potential. You have to know your worth in order to feel like you're the best and do your best, you know? But I'm parched. All right. Sorry, guys. I did my lashes and fixed my brows a little bit off camera, because if I talk, it's just not gonna look right. I don't even know if I like these lashes. We'll just go with it, because, yeah. I don't know, if we just loved more, I feel like a lot of the problems that we have as a society would, you know, disappear, right? I feel like at the same time, there's supposed to be that balance of negativity and positivity. Like, not everything in life has to be good. Like, there has to be that, you know, bad things have to happen in order for good to happen. You know, nothing's ever going to be straight up good, regardless of how many people speak about it, or how many times, or how if even like the whole world decides in unison, like, we want to do better, and you know, bad things are still gonna happen. That's just part of the process. Yeah, I think I like this lip color combination. Cool. Oh man. I actually like this look. All right, and this is the finishing look. I actually like this one. Yay! Okay, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Yeah, stay tuned for new videos, and yeah, I really like this. It's like a cute, like, June, like, it's summer but you still like miss fall. Anyway, ignore me, I'm a mess. Okay.